Well, it is Friday, which means Friday Feed. Al Abair is at KARTCHNER'S this morning. We're super excited about this one. We're going to send it out to him to see just how it's going. Al.
Hey, Alex, you know, when I told everybody in the newsroom yesterday we were coming to KARTCHNER'S, everybody went crazy. They said, oh, you got to try the boudin dip. You got to try this. You got to try that. I'm kind of with a food celebrity, Logan KARTCHNER. Logan, tell us a little bit about KARTCHNER'S, because this is kind of a new-ish location, right?
Correct. Yes, sir. We opened in November of last year, so it's very new. We have a bunch of different specialty items, stuffed chickens, tenderloins, cooked items, panned items to bring home and eat, just heat and eat them, a bunch of different hot foods, 26 different types of sausages, 11 types of boudins, and you can find everything at KARTCHNER'S.
Now, I got to ask you a hard question. This is where we get really, really serious in the news business here. Why are people crazy about the boudin dip?
You can't find them many places. It actually started, I think, in Butte La Rose at Buku Kajam, and then other people started making it, and it's just been a big hit. We actually did a little sample table one day, and people went nuts. I mean, every time they would taste it, they was buying 2-3 cups at a time.
Now, I'll tell you what. In our newsroom yesterday, a couple of people went nuts when they found out I was coming here. They said, oh, the boudin dip, the boudin dip. You know, I was afraid I was going to have to pull the fire alarm. One of the things I just found, Alex and Logan, look at this. Look, watch this. What's in my pocket? It's bread pudding. So, like, this is a really convenient way to eat bread pudding. I love some of the stuff you have here. You have a lot of local items, right?
Exactly. We try to take in a lot of local clients that come in and we sell their products. Over there, and we'll feature that later, is just a bunch of homemade stuff that we have.
I love it. And, you know, one of the things I love is I spend a lot of time in convenience stores, and I love convenient food. And, of course, bread pudding, as a rule, it's a dessert you eat it with a spoon. This is brilliant, Logan. I mean, you know, for the reporter on the go, hey, I got to go cover a hurricane. Let me grab this because I can eat this on the run. Logan, now your dad had a store, so this is a family thing, right?
Yes, sir. It's been in the family business for years. It actually started with my stepmom's parents who had Ronnie's and Opelousas, and it just progressed ever since.
So if you liked Ronnie's and Opelousas, you're going to love KARTCHNER'S here. Hey, we're going to go back to the studio. More News 15 today while I dig around here at KARTCHNER'S, because, look, I found bread pudding. It goes in your pocket. Pocket pudding. I love it.
Pocket pudding, Al. How handy is that? I bet you that bread pudding is great. We'll have you try it, and we'll check back. Well, there it is, the music we all know and love. It's time for the Friday Feed with Al Abair. We're going to send it out to him this morning. He is in Scott. Al, where are you at, and what are you cooking up?
Hey, I'm so excited. And we are in Scott. Thank you for reminding me of that, Alex. I don't know where that Karen Crow thing came from. Hey, Logan KARTCHNER here at KARTCHNER'S in Scott. Look at this. This is really cool. What is this?
It's a boudin pie. It's boudin topped with sweet potato casserole and marshmallows.
Hey, $10.99. This is a great deal. I mean, this is a very affordable thing. Let me put this down because it is frozen. So tell us what we have here, because you know what, Logan, what I noticed is that, you know, you have all this great meat, but you also have, if you're going to do a holiday meal, you have all the sides for holiday meals. Tell us about all this in here.
We have a bunch of different panned items up here. We have the cornbread dressing, sweet potato casserole, we have stuffed potatoes, smothered potatoes, just all the fixings that you can just take home, throw in the oven, and heat up. We're actually going to make bigger pans for the holidays because they sell really well for people, travelers that don't know how to cook cornbread dressing, and they always stop by and pick some up.
Hey, that might be a good thing for Alex Rostel. I'm not sure if she cooks cornbread dressing or not. Now, I know what Alex is going to love, the avocados. Tell us about that.
Let's make your own guacamole dip. So we have the pinko and everything inside of it. Just take it home, defrost it, and then you just smash it in the bag and you can squirt it in the bowl.
Wow, I like that. The avocados are peeled. You don't have to worry about that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, that's popular, right? Because you said that's one of the most talked about items in the store, correct?
Yes, sir. A lot of people, you know, one of my buddies actually tried to grill it one time. I was like, man, you can't do that. It's going to fall through the grill. But when he finally came back to the store, we told him how to do it, and he was like, okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I could just see trying to grill an avocado. Ah!
Fell right through, exactly.
Oh, man. Hey, Logan, we're going to go back to the studio. More News 15 today. This is a great store, great prices. I am loving KARTCHNER'S in Scott.
It all looks amazing. I would be in heaven with the avocados. You are right, Al. Thank you. We're going to continue to check in with you throughout the morning, and we are looking forward to it. Oh, how we love the Friday feed. We are checking in with Al Hebert this morning. He is in Scott. Al, what are you whipping up this morning?
Hey, Alex, we're going to make gumbo. I don't know if you make gumbo. Alex is not. She's from Ohio. So watch this, Alex, how this is done. Logan Kochner, Robin. So, Logan, we're going to start out with our fresh ingredients. I just found out there's a special way to cut the sausage.
Correct. Just the way we put it in the bag, because we actually count every piece, so each customer gets the same amount every time.
Wow. And Robin knows the secret. So Robin doesn't want to say anything, and I don't blame you. I don't want to say anything either, but if I don't get a check. So why don't you go ahead and start the sausage? And so I love smoked sausage. Tell me about your smoked sausage.
We make 12 different types. This one's our smoked mix, so it's beef and pork. And we use all homemade ingredients. We actually make everything from scratch over here. So all the sausage is made in-house and prepared over here.
Now, I'm watching the way she's cutting it. She's cutting them a little longer than usual, right?
It's bigger pieces of sausage. I mean, we try to get it to where, you can get a piece of sausage and a couple pieces of chicken. And you can normally feed around 2 to 3 people per bag, depending on how big the eater is. I like to eat a lot, so it doesn't go very far.
I like to eat a lot too, Logan. I got to tell you that. And so when it comes to gumbo, everybody's got a different way of doing it. Without giving away any secrets, what's important for people to know about the way you do gumbo?
To put your roux, make sure you use the right amount of seasonings. We try to cook all our gumbos over here and soups and everything like I would at my house. The only thing missing in this is I like a lot of smoked meats, tasso, turkey necks, turkey wings, stuff like that. But we do a lot of home cooking over here.
Now, I like tasso in gumbo. A lot of people don't put tasso in gumbo, but I think it's great. I love that. Also, with the gumbo, man, the roux is so key. And I think what she's doing with the sausage is great. So tasso and gumbo, I think is terrific. But that's kind of a unique thing. Not everybody does it.
Right. We also actually use at my house, I'll put homemade slab bacon. We actually make our own homemade bacon here, and we'll cut it up and throw it in there.
Homemade bacon. Look, I'm loving this store. Homemade bacon, pocket pudding. Look, there's a bag for the pocket pudding. We're going to talk about this pudding more later. I love this. We're going to go back to you in the studio, Alex. More News 15 today. Watch Robin make the gumbo. It's great stuff.
I'm sure you're taking notes, Al, and I love that you still got your pocket pudding there. We're going to keep checking in with you throughout the morning. Thanks. Welcome back. 6:39. A parade with a bigger purpose. The Bayou Teche. Oopsie-daisies. Here we go. A parade with a bigger purpose. The Bayou Vermilion District bringing back their annual Boat Fest and Boat Parade, and it's just a few days away. The parade will start at Vermilionville this Saturday and go down the river to Southside Park. The purpose of the fest is to increase awareness of the river as a viable source of recreation for Louisiana citizens. Well, pork lovers are uniting at Lafayette's Boudin Cook-Off and Acadiana Bacon Fest here in Lafayette. The free event recognized as one of the country's best Cajun foods-centered events. It's October 16th from 10 to 4 at Park International. There will be prizes, live music, and a whole lot more. All proceeds will benefit the Love of People organization. LSU Eunice inviting all local businesses, individuals, elected officials, groups, and churches to register for this year's Trunk or Treat community event. You can choose to host a trunk, table, or booth on October 31st at LSU East campus. The 2-hour event starts at 5:30. The registration fee is $10. Use the QR code on your screen to sign up. Time for the Friday feed and time to check in on Al Hebert. I think they're getting into crawfish étouffée this morning in Scott. Al, how's it going?
Hey, Alex, I tell you what, this is fantastic. We're at KARTCHNER'S. Logan Kochner and Troy here has been stirring this for hours. Troy, how often do you have to work out when you stir after a day of stirring?
I don't.
You don't. There you go. So, Logan, tell us about the crawfish étouffée. Is this a family recipe?
Yeah, it actually comes from one of my dad's really good friends, Chad Clark. He actually passed away from cancer last year, I believe. We got most of the recipes from him and kind of tweaked them and made them our own, but they come out really good. It's a lot of home-style cooking. I kind of cook it similar to the same way at my house.
That thing is chocked full of crawfish. That's a lot of crawfish.
Yeah, it's 40 pounds of crawfish. I'd say it's close to 20 gallons of étouffée. It's a 30-gallon tilt skillet, and it's pretty full.
Now, how long do the crawfish cook? Because I know if you cook them too long, man, they shrink and they disappear.
We cook them around 10 to 15 minutes. That way you don't actually cook the flavor out. And like you said, the crawfish actually do shrink and turn gray once you cook them too long.
Yeah, I've had that experience because I'm really kind of a bad cook. So when it comes to seafood, I don't do a very good job. Now, what I find interesting about Troy is he studied advertising design. So I just want to encourage everybody, at our station who've done that. Look, you can have a great career and not use your degree. I love that. And this is, his dedication to stirring. You can't let this sit, can you?
No, because it'll definitely stick to the bottom, especially with the cream of mushroom soup and everything else and all the ingredients in it.
Yeah, I hate it when stuff I cook sticks to the bottom, and that happens to me a lot. Now, you serve this over rice. What else do you do with it? I know you do some pretty creative things out there with crawfish. Tell me about what you're doing with crawfish.
We have crawfish pies. We have the crawfish étouffée. We have a crawfish and corn soup. We do crawfish boudin. We have crawfish pistolets. And that's about it that we do with the crawfish.
I love crawfish pistolets. That's great. And I love that pie you've got out there with the sweet potato on it. Tell us a little bit about that.
The boudin pie?
Oh, that's a boudin pie.
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
Got that. That was really cool. And I found that, I think it was the crab pie I saw out there that you've got. How popular are the crawfish pies?
Crawfish pies sell really well. We cook probably 50 pies a week. The crab meat pies around the same. A lot of people go for the crawfish. They ask what's the difference in what you prefer. So you rather crawfish or crab, or do you rather cheese or tomato sauce?
Yeah, I totally get it. Hey, look, we're going to go back you in the studio. I might give Troy a break stirring. This guy hasn't stopped all morning long. Back to you, Alex. More News 15 today while Troy and Logan and I make crawfish étouffée.
All righty,
Really
good deal, Al. We'll check back shortly. Welcome back, 7:20, and it is time for the Friday feed. Checking in with Al, Abear, and Scott this morning. Al, what are you eating / making?
Hey, Alex, I got to tell you, I have just taste bud overload this morning here at Logan KARTCHNER. First of all, big shout out to Lindsay, who made some of the best cold brew I have ever had. When you come here, I don't know, you guys don't sell it, right? So it's a secret recipe.
Yeah, it's something she does, and everybody steals all her stuff.
God bless Lindsay. This is fantastic. So if you come to KARTCHNER'S, they've got some stuff that's already ready in the hot box. Tell us about this, Logan.
We have about 18 different items that we serve hot daily. We have regular cracklings, chicken cracklings, chicken balls, crawfish balls, pepper jack balls, jalapeno cream cheese balls, and wraps. We also do a maple wrap, and then the famous rib bites. People go crazy over.
Okay. Never heard of rib bites before. Tell us about the rib bites. Let me grab one and show you. What is this?
It's a baby back rib that we split the rack, and then we just deep fry them.
Wow, that's genius. I love that. I'm going to eat this before the end of this segment. The crawfish balls, I really love the way those look. Man, what I love about crawfish balls, boudin balls, and all that, it's so convenient to eat.
Exactly. I mean, it's food on the go.
Yeah, and I'll bet travelers love this.
Yeah, we get people stopping every day to pick something up, boudin to travel with. They also can pick it up out the freezer, sell it. We have it cold for people in the area that want to grill it.
Now, do you the chicken balls? Is that the most popular thing?
It's becoming one of the most popular things. First when we started was definitely like the jalapeno cream cheese wraps and balls, because nobody around here has that. Everybody else has pepper jack. But it's starting to become a really popular item because we do regular and one stuffed with pepper jack cheese.
Oh, man. I love everything here. Let me try this. Oh, man. Deep fried, right?
Yes, sir.
Deep fried ribs, y'all. You got to try it. We're going to go back to you in the studio, Alex. More News 15 today. Genius. Genius.
Looks amazing, and I will say that is one large cold brew, Al, so you better be careful because I know how that goes. But we'll check back with you in just a little bit. Enjoy in the meantime. Welcome back. Time to check in with Al Abear for the Friday feed. He's in Scott this morning, and I'm pretty sure they're doing something with boudin dip, maybe? I'm not sure. Al, what do you have?
Yes, Alex, this was the talk of the newsroom yesterday, the boudin dip from KARTCHNER'S. Logan, tell us about this.
Man, it's a great product, especially for your tailgate needs. It's the boudin with mayonnaise. It's good.
It's very good.
With sour cream. It's just been a big hit over here making it. We actually got Lee's Cajun Blend. His old lady's the one that actually helped us out on making it.
Man, This is amazing. I mean, I've never had this before. Everybody was talking about this in the newsroom yesterday. Good Lord, this is incredible.
Yeah, we did it a few weeks ago. Doug had set up a table over there and gave samples. Man, everybody who took a bite at least grabbed 2 to 3 cups.
Look, I tell you what, next party, this is what you got to have. I love it. Now, I have been talking about this bread pudding that goes in your pocket. If you will hold this for a minute, Logan, tell us about where you get this. I call it pocket pudding because I just think it's so convenient. Tell us about this.
It's from a lady named Miss Mary DeLome. She's a real good friend of Doug's. She makes the best I've ever had, especially just being bought off the counter.
My God. Oh, my grandmother would be rolling over in her grave right now. This is great bread pudding.
It's very good. I don't even know how she keeps it that moist.
Man, this is moist, it's good, and easy to take with you. So if you're like a reporter on the go, this is the pudding to have.
Exactly.
Now, the other thing Logan was telling us about earlier was this. Tell us what this is.
It's a maple syrup wrap. We actually take maple syrup, mix it up with the boudin, and then we roll it in an egg roll and deep fry it.
I am loving it. Got 30 seconds? Mmm. I've had this with cane syrup. The maple syrup is super smooth.
It gives it a different flavor.
Okay, you got to try all this. This maple wrap is delicious. I'm loving the pocket bread pudding. She does a great job on it. Hey, we're going to go back to the studio. More News 15 today. I'm going nuts out here. KARTCHNER'S, a great place, great food. This guy's a food genius.
I love it, Al. Okay, it looks great. Sounds even better. We're going to check in with you here coming up in our next hour. Oh, we love the Friday feed here at News 15 today. We also love Al Hebert, so we're going to send it out to him. He has been cooking up a storm this morning over in Scott. Al, how's it going?
Hey, Alex, we're back. Logan KARTCHNER, Troy making the gumbo. Busy day out here. Troy, I mean, you never stop stirring, do you?
I don't.
Stirs all the time. He's so focused. I love that. Logan, your gumbo, I love chicken and sausage gumbo. What other gumbos do you do out here?
We do a seafood gumbo, and we also do a duck and andouille gumbo.
Oh, duck and andouille. Now, that's good. I like, that used to be hard to find duck and andouille. Is that a seasonal thing? You do that all the time?
We do it year-round. We do all the gumbos year-round.
Now, with the duck, do you do the duck like the chicken?
Correct. We cut it and count every piece. That way each customer gets the same amount every time.
Now, I love that you have your own smokehouse here, that you smoke the sausage. So where are we at right now in the process of this gumbo?
He's cooking the gumbo down right now. He just added the sausage. He's letting that cook down. Then he's going to add the chicken.
And about how long is it going to take to get this finished?
It takes about an hour, hour and a half to cook it.
That's not bad, huh, Troy?
It's not. I got about 30 minutes left.
Now, I like Troy because Troy has taken his degree in advertising and he's put it to good use making gumbo. I love that.
Check out his shirt. He designed that, too.
What?
Mardi Gras shirt.
Oh, look at that. So Troy did this, too. Troy, good Lord, you made gumbo, you designed shirts. I wonder if you could fix our news vehicle out there. It's making a funny noise. So you do plate lunches. We're going to talk about the plate lunches coming up. But I think it's important for people to know they can come here, get the stuff from the hot box. They can get the frozen ingredients to cook. But if they just want to take a lunch home, they can do that. So I think you cover a lot of bases here. One of the things that's really impressed me this morning, your chicken cracklings, out of this world. I know there's a secret to that, but your chicken cracklings like no others I've found.
It's the seasoning.
It's the seasoning. And you guys make your own seasoning here, right?
Correct. We sure do. We actually get it blended at Torgil.
And as do a lot of people, but I like your season. It's really, really good. I got to say one more thing about the maple, what is that called? The maple what?
Maple syrup wrap.
The maple syrup wrap. You got to try this thing. I've had a lot of different wraps with syrup, and this maple syrup wrap, it is smooth as glass, just the right amount of sweet. The syrup is not in your face. It's one of my big takeaways from today. Hey, we're going to go back to the studio. More News 15 today. And they have stuffed cow tongue here, Alex. How cool is that?
Oh,
hard
boy.
to find.
Alrighty, Al. Well, everything sounds great, minus the cow tongue, of course, but we'll check back with you one last time here coming up. Welcome back. It is 8:40. We're checking in with Al one last time this morning. He has just been eating some great food. A lot of us are hoping that he brings it back. He always does, though. Al, what do you have for us this one last time?
Hey, Alex, we are wrapping up our morning here with Logan KARTCHNER. I got to tell you, heck of a morning. great food, man. Great food.
Thank you.
So the one thing I want to make sure that people know, if they can come and get all the stuff that you have prepared already, but you have fabulous plate lunches. Let's talk about the plate lunches.
Yes, sir. We do plate lunches daily. On Sunday, we do barbecue lunches, and on Saturday, we do barbecue hamburgers and chili cheese dogs.
Now, I love chili cheese dogs. So I got to ask you about the chili because, as you know, I make really bad chili. So your chili, homemade, your recipe?
Yeah, we make it homemade over here. Everything's home cooked from the house, and we just cook it over here, use the same recipes.
We should make chili one day. That'd be fun.
All you got to do is call, man. Just let me know.
I'm going to do it. Now, I tell you, one of the things I want to remind people of, if you're not much at cooking side dishes for Thanksgiving, for holiday meals, you got it all. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we have green bean casserole, cornbread dressing, and sweet potatoes that you can just come pick up, throw in the oven, heat for your whole family. We're actually probably going to fry turkeys over here this year.
Oh, really?
We do it over there in Krotz Springs, but we're going to tackle it this year over here. So literally you can pick up your whole meal and just heat everything up.
Now, I like that because I've tried frying a turkey. The peanut oil costs a fortune. You got to get all the stuff. And then, I've got like 10 gallons of peanut oil that I don't know what to do with. So that, I'd much rather buy a fried turkey. Hey, remind us where you are.
We're at 312 Highway 93 North and Scott, just north of I-10, across from Super Warner next to La Rumba Mexican Restaurant.
And where can we find you online?
www.costasandScott.com, or you can check us out on Facebook.
Can we order online?
Yes, we're actually setting up the website. I think it's almost done. Madison's been working really hard on that. She's doing a great job.
Okay, so we'll be able to order online. We can find you on Facebook. And I got to tell you, you opened up kind of right in the middle of the pandemic, didn't you?
Yes, sir. We opened up in November 2nd of last year.
So how'd you do?
We did good, man. I was actually shocked. The community has been great on back end. Travelers have been helping us out a lot, and the community has just been great.
Well, I tell you what, the food is great. Everything you do here is great. I'm glad you made it through the pandemic. Hey, we're going to go back to the studio. More News 15 today. If you have not been to KARTCHNER'S, you have got to try this food here. I'm blown away. And be sure to try the pocket pudding. It's great for the guy on the go.
Al, I think you gave it a name. It's got a new name. It's going to be Al Hebert's Pocket Pudding. I love it. All righty, Al. Well, we'll see you in a bit, but coming up here.